made yogurt once and it was the worst, awful, horrible thing I ever put in my mouth. But I tried again, and I also tried a few other things. So here are 24 things that you can make instead of buy. Hi everybody, my name is Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't know me, I am the owner of frozenpennies.com. I'm a financial coach, and as a family, we are debt-free. I am also, if you don't know, a little bit frugal. And the majority of these things on this list I have tried at one time or another. So I want to go through this list quickly with you just to give you some ideas if you're looking for ways to be just a little bit more frugal. Number 1, make my own salad dressing. I do this all the time. I would so much rather make my own salad dressing than buy anything from a bottle. It just doesn't taste as good to me. I have a couple of different recipes that I'm going to link in the description below for you. One is a spicy vinaigrette, and the other is for a chicken apple walnut salad. So it's an apple vinaigrette. That's delicious. Number 2, laundry detergent. Now there was a time when I was doing this often. We just didn't have the money to do anything else. So I would make big 5-gallon buckets of powdered laundry detergent, and it would save me a lot of money. Now, I have to preface this too by saying you might want to check with your residential washer expert, because I have heard that this homemade laundry detergent can cause harm to your washing machine. So do a little bit of research on that and your particular machine to see if it actually will build up and cause harm. Number 3, something that I really love to do, make your own bread. Making your own bread is a fraction of the cost of a really good loaf of bread. Now I have read in the comments, some people say that they can get bread that's 50 cents a loaf. However, the bread that I make, I know there's no junk in it, there's no preservatives, there's no sugar, there's only good for you ingredients in my bread. It's like comparing Dave's Killer Bread, for example, to my bread. Dave's Killer Bread is like $5, $6 a loaf. Mine is less than 50 cents. Number 4, yogurt. Yes, you can make yogurt. And I tried it in the crock pot years ago, and it was a disaster. It tasted so bad. I don't know what happened, what I did, where I went wrong, but it was awful. And I didn't think that you could ruin homemade yogurt, but I found a way to do it. The Instant Pots and the crock pots are a great way to do that. I've actually made it in my Instant Pot many times, and it's so much better. I like it because, again, the ingredients are pure. You can make it with organic ingredients and know that you can continue to use the same starter over and over again and continue to save more money. Then you can also add whatever you want to your yogurt. If you want to sweeten it up with some maple syrup or add blueberries, maybe top it with granola, you can use those ingredients and those additives that you have around your house in order to dress up your homemade yogurt. Speaking of yogurt, number 5, granola. My husband loves my granola. He is not fond of the super hard granola, so when I bake it in the oven, I can bake it as soft or as crispy or as hard as I want to. For us, we enjoy a little bit of a chewiness to our granola. Not so chewy that it's too wet, but especially when you top it to yogurt, we like a little bit of a crunch, but not too much of a crunch. You can also add all the ingredients that you want to. And let's face it, granola is not cheap, but oatmeal is so cheap. So why not just make your own granola? Use it as breakfast cereal as well as toppings for so many things. Number 6, spice mixes. There are thousands of recipes out there for your own spice mixes. I have made my own taco seasoning as well as the powdered ranch dressing mix, which is so good for so many things, including pot roast and coating pork chops and baking them in the oven. Number 7, candles. Now there's a couple of different ways to do this. You can make your own candles. You can sometimes buy the supplies used, or you can just buy the little they're little pellets, they're little wax pellets, and they go on sale a lot at the craft stores. And you can just melt those down, add a wick to a jar, and make yourself a candle. Adding those essential oils. Oh, also, I've got a great resource for the best essential oils. My friend Gretchen has an incredible Adirondack aromatherapy. I'm going to leave a link to her website below too. So add a little bit of essential oil when you melt down those waxes and make a perfectly yummy smelling candle. Number 8, soup. Make your own soup. Skip the canned good aisles, skip all of those preservatives and probably way too much salt, and make your own soup. We love soup in the fall and the winter. 'Tis the season for good soup. A very simple cream of broccoli soup with cheddar top, maybe some potatoes in there, super frugal and super easy. Number 9, preserves. You can preserve just about anything. If you're keen on the canning techniques, you can preserve the crops that you've grown, the fruits that you got on sale, even the meats that you got at a discount. Preserving whatever you have in abundance will save you money down the road. Number 10, pizza. Who doesn't love a good homemade pizza? You can use anything for a crust. If you're going low carb, you can use riced cauliflower as a crust with some egg. I've even seen they use ground chicken as their crust. So they smush the ground chicken down on a platter or a cookie sheet and they cook that first. Then they take it out and add their sauce and their cheese and all of their toppings on top and put that in there too. That way you don't have the bread of the crust, which really, if you don't have any problem with bread, eat the crust. It's the best. But there are other options to make your own pizza that, say, Domino's doesn't have. Number 11, face masks. When you're doing a little self-care, create your own face masks out of things that you might have around that house. You know that yogurt that you made? Try that. Maybe a little leftover oatmeal from that granola? Throw that in there. All of these things are super good for your skin. Do a little Google search to find out what recipes that you need to make this great facial mask. And don't forget the cucumbers on the eyes too. Number 12, gifts. How about those candles that you just made or that great loaf of bread that you baked? Making gifts and giving them out, especially something that you have made with love or grown from your garden, makes some of the most special gifts. I personally truly appreciate a really good handmade, hand-grown gift. Also consider, if you're a plant person, propagating your plants into a little pot and giving those out as gifts. My husband is an amazing artist. His friend was retiring from work, so he actually drew him a picture with pencils and framed it. It was beautiful and the guy loves it. As a matter of fact, he just saw him last weekend and he brought it up again. Number 13, baby food. Make your own baby food. It's super easy to buy some sweet potatoes, roast them in the oven, and then mash them up for your infant. Also considering just buying a blender or a little food processor, and whatever you're having for dinner, just mix it up a little bit. You've got baby food. There's also something called baby-led weaning, which means babies are eating what you're doing and they're choosing and deciding what they want to eat and at what point they're ready for it. Just be careful, small pieces, you don't want your baby to choke. Number 14, jellies and jams. It is super easy to make a refrigerator jam right on the stove with strawberries, blueberries, or raspberries, or even apples and some sugar for thickening purposes. Then you just put it in the jar and stick it in the refrigerator and let it get cold, and it thickens beautifully. I used to do this all the time with strawberries. I would buy a big bag of organic strawberries at BJ's, bring them home, and make big jars of strawberry preserves. Also, consider buying the fruits that are in season in bulk and then freezing them for later on to make jams and preserves. If you don't like the chunkiness of the strawberries whole, you can easily use an emulsifier or a blender to smooth that out. If you're super frugal, you can probably forage for some fruits if you live in a good climate and get those fruits for completely free. In our area this time of year, they call them road apples. There are apple trees in specific locations next to the road that nobody touches. You can easily go and grab road apples to make a good jam. Number 15, homemade cleaning products. There was a time when I was making my own cleaning products. It's super easy. Things like vinegar and baking soda, are really the essentials, and a little Castile soap are all you really need to clean everything. Add a little bit of Gretchen's essential oils to those to make it smell super good. Number 16, the time is about right to make your own Halloween costumes. I can tell you this, I only remember 1 or 2 times that in my childhood that I ever wore a store-bought costume. I have a picture of myself once when I was probably 2 years old with a Tinkerbell costume on. Do you remember those from the 70s, right? With the plastic masks that were so hot you couldn't breathe and those little tiny eye holes, right? With the little elastic band. And then the smock part costume was plastic, like a vinyl tablecloth that tied in the back. The majority of the time, we just put together costumes that we could utilize the stuff in our closet. My mom had a box in the cellar with all sorts of stuff in it that you could do. We were huge thrifters and rummage sale shoppers when I was younger. So the churches would put on these big rummage sale bazaars where the whole church was full of tables and stuff. So we used to get all sorts of things that we could keep in mind for Halloween costumes. I remember going as the log lady from Twin Peaks. Nobody knew who I was. I have gone as a bum. I have gone as a Dolly Parton lookalike. I went as a flapper one year. It was so much fun for us to get creative and come up with costumes out of a bin instead of going shopping for costumes. Number 17, greeting cards. It's super cheap, especially if you have a coupon, to go to someplace like Hobby Lobby and get a package of blank stock cards with envelopes. This way, you can run them through the computer printer if you want. You can design something on Canva, which is free to use, and then print them off and then put them in the envelopes. You can customize and personalize each greeting card that you have. Number 18, make your own household decor. Things like artwork and wreaths, toss pillows, all of those kinds of things you can make on your own. Seasonal wreaths, for example, fall for your front door. We can go out and get grapevines, we can get pine cones, even colored leaves and pull them in there, some acorns, and make a beautiful wreath with just the ribbon that you probably have in your craft closet. Number 19, make your own furniture. Now, you can go 2 different routes with this. You can literally make your own furniture from scrap wood, or you can purchase or find for free other pieces and DIY, repurpose, and redesign them. A little bit of paint goes a long way. I know that I love older pieces of furniture, even if they're ugly or need a little bit of repair, because the quality is so much better. I would rather buy a dresser that's older and put a coat of paint on it than go buy a brand new dresser that's made out of pressed board and super thin and flimsy. Number 20, make your own fruits and vegetables. I mean, grow your own fruits and vegetables. Consider a small garden or fruit trees in your yard, even if it's container gardens, and grow your own. It's going to cost you 50 cents, $1 for a pack of seeds, and you could have tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers all summer long. Number 21, wool dryer balls. Have you seen the wool dryer balls? My friend Jamie used to make them. She used to grab the wool and wet it and put it into a ball and then stick it with a needle. I'm not exactly sure what that was, but I know she used to make them. They were super cool and they were super fun, and she had all different colors for craft projects, but the ones that were the neutral ivory color, the natural color, she would sell as dryer balls. Number 22, reusables. Now I'm talking sewing your own napkins, making your own paper towels, sewing your own grocery shopping bags, even sewing those cute little covers for cloth diapers. You can create so many reusable products, probably from scrap fabrics or the clearance bin over at your favorite fabric store. It's super easy. Anyone can sew a square. I'm talking anyone who knows how to use a sewing machine or knows how to use a needle and thread can sew a reusable fabric napkin. Number 23, homemade snacks. I'm talking homemade snacks, from cookies to muffins to granola bars to regular brownies. whatever it is you might want to feed your kids. Chex Mix. You could buy the knockoff generic brand Chex Mix and throw a big batch of that together and have a great snack. I know we love Chex Mix in this house. My son loves the cheesy Chex Mix because he has an issue with cheese. Anything to do with cheese, he's all over it. Making your own snacks is a good way to put healthier ingredients into your body and your family's bodies on the cheap. And number 24, my mom. I'm going to bring up my mom again with her amazing pickles. She is the pickle master. It's super easy to make your own refrigerator pickles if you're not into the whole canning and the whole process of canning and the boiling and the cooking and the steaming and the whatever other things you have to do when you can pickles. Try a refrigerator pickle. Get a big jar and fill it with vinegar and throw your sliced up cucumbers in it, maybe a little dill, maybe a little garlic. Find the recipe. Don't take my word for it. Find the recipe online and then throw them in the refrigerator way in the back and wait a couple of days. The longer that you keep them in the back, the better it's going to be. Also, consider making your own sauerkraut too. Sauerkraut is super good for the body and it's got all those probiotics in it. So tasty, super easy to make, and cabbage is cheap. It's even cheaper if you grow it yourself. Okay, everybody, that's the list. Is there anything here that you have tried? Is there anything here that you haven't tried? Is there anything here that you would never try? If you like this kind of stuff, I'm going to leave a couple of videos above for you, and we will see you there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.